Hello everybody, hopefully you guys are having a lovely day. Today we're gonna be talking about Hullabaloo, aka Mike. A lot of you have been asking questions about how Mike works and if he's overpowered, if he's not, how his abilities work, and well, we're gonna enter into detail here. Let's talk about final stage. Do you see that circle that is around him? Black, white, and red. Each one has a different effect on survivors. The white area will make survivors' vault speed be reduced by 15% and decoding or opening gate by 30. Red will cancel abilities and black will slow them down by 15% on their movement. Next trait is Joyful Terror, where Hullabaloo is gonna be able to throw a ball of each different color depending on where the survivor is standing in. And if he's able to land one ball of each color, that will deal 1 damage to the survivor. Each ball is gonna last 40 seconds before they disappear if they not get hit again by that color. Alright, now let's talk about his abilities. Let's start with Encore. Encore rotates the stage beneath him a total of 120 degrees clockwise. This has a cooldown of 20 seconds, and this is gonna be one of the things that you don't wanna be using carelessly, since sometimes you're gonna have to turn it around, so you're gonna be able to use the correct color and the survivor you wanna hit. Alright, let's go into our next ability, Trapeze. Trapeze sprints forward a short distance, which to be honest, I don't think is short, but... And upon hitting any obstacle, that sometimes he will be able to jump over it. Not all obstacles, but a good amount of them, he's gonna be able to jump over them. Like pallets, walls, and other things like that. We'll go over that on the video, don't worry about it. Alright, and finally, Joyful Terror Advanced 2.0. After survivors take 1 damage, they will be afflicted with any of the balls that was the most used on them. Either red, black, or white. And last but not least, one of the most important abilities, Double Surprise, where Hullabaloo is gonna go all Naruto on you and Kagebunshin his clones from a very far distance, up to 32 meters. Those clones will be able to attack the survivors. You have up to 10 seconds that they can last, and you can resummon, so you can like change the location of the clone. The Hunter's pretty new still, so skill tree wise, I mean, it does have a recommendation to use Trump card and, detention. But personally, there's different builds that you can use. This is one of them. I feel like this is a good starter one. Combining these together with Patroller, if you're having issues landing the right color in the beginning, will be a great combination, personally. That's what I think. Or second, which this is my current build at the moment, which... Not gonna lie, doing great so far. So it's up to you. This is just my build that I'm using at the moment. Or you can use the other one. Or you can make your own. Take your pick. Alright, here you can see the range of his attack. It's where the border of the circle is. The moment they're in, you can see there that they can get hit by one of the colors. So, as long as they're on the side of the circle, they get hit, just like this. But interesting enough, if they're on the other side of the window, the range attack is extremely small. Like, the survivor has to be literally sticking their body in front of the window for the ball to be able to hit. As you can see here. See, it just hit right now, until their body was literally in front of the window. Very cool strategy that you can do with his clones. As you can see, he's been hit by the white ball already, so he needs black and red. He's in the black area with my clone, he's in the red area with me. So he gets hit at the same time, which is very cool. That way you can, he already has no cooldown on his basic attack, but, this is faster too. Another thing that we can talk about is Professor's scales, which technically, they will protect him from, being injured if used correctly, but the usual stun and pushback that he gets from it will not happen. As you can see here, check it out. He will not receive any damage, yes, but Hullabaloo is still there, not pushed back or stun at all. Alright, let's talk about etymologies. Usual strategy, she'll put her beast right on one of the doors, entrances, pallets. With Hullabaloo's dash, yeah, that doesn't matter. He can just pass right through them without being slowed down.
She was a fairy.
Alright, until the next one, Wilden. First of all, Hullabaloo is hella fast, look at this. He is just catching up to Wilden really quick. Second, usually for Wilden, he should be able to take 2 hits, but with Hullabaloo, he only needs 1. He'll be off his hog and will be taking 1 damage. Alright, next on the list, Gravekeeper. Usually his strategy is to be under a pallet while in shovel mode, but with Hullabaloo that doesn't matter, he'll be kicked out of it. Perfumer. With Perfumer you have to be careful how you use it, since even if you use your perfume, you can be hit immediately since there's no cooldown on his attacks. With Knight, done correctly, if you're able to guess his, his movements correctly, I mean, you can buy plenty of time thanks to his, attack prediction, which it stuns him for a little bit. Which in this case, this Knight was doing really good on me. Alright, now let's check some of his jumping spots on different maps as a small little break. Let's go! Alright, in here we're doing a small test with Fire Investigator. You're gonna see how some people are actually able to kite him if done well enough. In this case, as Hullabaloo, we still don't have our fresh presence, which is jumping. So Fire Investigator here is trying to build as much distance as possible. You see how he's blocking the areas? Excellent way to do this. I was trying really hard to get to him, but he was just building that distance. It's always those, like, at around 2 pallets distance, and once Hullabaloo breaks 1, usually the survivor will try to transition to a different area. You see how in this case, blocking the areas where Hullabaloo is able to get to you is the best. So far, I have only hit him with a white ball. I'm still missing 2, and it's not even the first damage. That's why I feel like, at least for Hullabaloo, if you encounter like a really good survivor who knows how to kite, you will definitely need insolence. Just to help you, just in case. Here you can see now that because of my insolence and because I landed 1 hit, I'm able to get my jump ability, which facilitates a lot more me being able to get Fire Investigator. Alright, now, as last part of our tutorial, I'm gonna be showing here one of my matches with Hullabaloo. The build that I'm using on this one is the earlier one that I show you guys, the one with insolence and detention. Because I was still like, trying to, get more used to him. But in this case, it was just very comfortable to try to get Painter. He cannot do much about it. The speed that Hullabaloo has just by trying to chase people is just way too great for the survivors to outrun him, even if they use, windows or pallets. Once I get Baseman, usually my strategy, or at least what I like to do, I try to see who it's coming for him, because most of the time, so obviously someone will come to rescue, but most of the time they're gonna rescue, and unless you catch them very, very early on, you will only be able to do 1 damage, and then they'll rescue that survivor, and that's okay. You already are getting that presence, and you already did 1 damage to one of the people who wants to rescue. The thing with Hullabaloo, even the whole strategy of body blocking, like in this case, like if Knight wanted to body block, it will not work, for the simple reason that yes, you can body block, but usually the strategy behind that is that the cooldown on the hunter's hitbox makes and so the other survivor can run and get a little bit of space in between him and the hunter. But in this case, since his hitbox doesn't have any kind of cooldown, he can just continue going at it. So it's not the greatest idea, I feel, for a survivor to try to body block for the one that you just rescue. So after Charon here Panther, I know Knight is in here. I just have to worry about like doing more damage to different survivors. See, I did 1 damage here to Female Dancer. Doesn't matter. I'm still focusing on Painter. One thing about the skill tree that I showed before, I don't really think that you need any of those abilities on the skill trees where it reduces the stun effect, because Hullabaloo is just so fast that even if you're stunned or even shot with, like, let's say Coordinator's gun, like, you're gonna be able to catch up to the other survivors very quickly by the pure fact that his speed is fast and he can do his dash or jump over places. In this case, I feel like where Hullabaloo can start having issues is when he runs out of jumps, since he can only have a max of 3, and each jump takes a total of 15 seconds of cooldown to be able to get another one. You see how Knight, knowingly he knew I was gonna jump over the window, he didn't have to worry about being hit, so he just jumped back to the window. Especially if you know you have not been hit or you're not in danger of a final damage hit with one of his balls, you know you don't have to worry about being terror shock, at least for that moment. In this case, since he was far away, I used one of my clones. I feel like your clones are your greatest weapon here, because if someone is coming to rescue, you can already use your clones to start attacking them from far away, or if it's someone escaping from you, or if you want to block a specific area. Let's say they're walking towards a pallet, you can put your clone there as a threat to the survivor. They will either walk towards it and they will still get hit, or they will come back to you. Here, Cheerleader, I was able to locate her earlier from a very far away distance, so she was not even able to rescue, sadly, Knight in this case. And I know where Female Dancer is, because, you know, that Cypher was moving a bit ago. We know that they were healing, so they came from that direction. We can see the red marks, Female Dancer is there. The slowdown boxes on Female Dancers, to be honest, they don't have a lot of effect. Unless you're breaking a pallet or jumping a window without using your ability, yes, it will affect him. But since his hitbox doesn't have a cooldown, it doesn't really do much for, like, you know, against him. Like, the slowdown, it doesn't affect his hitbox, and if you have your ability to jump, then, you know, you can still move fairly fast. Right here, you know, I can just focus on Cheerleader. Cheerleader needs one more hit. Alright, and here we got all of them. I believe they surrender at the end of this match. Yeah, they did surrender. Alright, well guys, hopefully you guys liked this tutorial on Hullabaloo, aka Mike. I had a blast showing you guys this. I will be maining him for the future. I will be ranking with him once he's open, and you probably will see me playing him a lot on stream. So you guys are welcome to check it out. Yeah, follow me on Twitch if you don't know. I stream on Twitch, TikTok, and YouTube. And if you have any other questions, if I missed anything related to Hullabaloo, leave a comment and put your question there. I'll try to answer it when I can. And if you want to see a different hunter or another survivor, do comment down below. Tell me which one you would like to see next. And yeah, that's it. I'll appreciate if you click on that subscribe button. And yeah, no, follow me on Twitch if you guys want to see some of my streams. And I'll see you guys next time. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.